Ziglar. Inspiring true performance.
Welcome to our Inspire podcast. I'm sitting here with Blake Lindsay.
Hi, Jill.
You probably recognize Blake's voice. He does our audio podcast for us. And of course, you probably recognize this man. This is Zig Ziglar. And today I wanted Zig to have a chance to tell you guys about a project he's excited about that's happening at Southern Nazarene University. So Zig, tell us about this project.
That's my most exciting thing that's ever happened in my career. Starting next September, they will start teaching to their students in their university, which incidentally is a wonderful university. High percent of their college graduates and go into medicine or law or engineering. It's just really neat. And they are going to start teaching to their students what I've been teaching in corporate America for well over 30 years. They believe this will help them jumpstart the move from academia into the real world. And what they'll be teaching, they form what they call the Zig Ziglar Center for Ethical Leadership. And the center is a little misnomer because they're not going to build any buildings. What they're going to do is teach in the classrooms they've already got. But what they will be teaching is the same things that our founding fathers were founded on. They'll be teaching moral values, ethical leadership. They'll be teaching the truths of life. And the bottom line is, these are the things that absolutely work. And the need today is the greatest it's ever been in our country's history. All you got to do is read the newspaper, or watch television, or see what's happening in our society. The ethical approach to life is virtually non-existent in too many cases. The corporate scandals, the government scandals. I'm absolutely convinced that by teaching ethical leadership, and what do we mean by that? Well, let me give you a couple of simple examples. We're teaching people to do everything with integrity. You see, with integrity, you have nothing to fear because you have nothing to hide. That removes guilt. With integrity, you have nothing to fear because you know your future is going to be brighter. You're not going to have a perfect memory because you're simply going to be dealing in a way that is very important. And we teach that there's this idea of everything is relative is ridiculous. There are some things that are absolutely right. There are some things that are absolutely wrong. And when we understand that, we will understand that everything is not relative. In all of my public seminars, I ask the audience, how many of you own your own business? And a lot of hands go up. I said, well, how many of you who own your own business would hire a treasurer or an accountant or a CPA who admitted that he or she was just relatively honest? I've never seen a hand go up yet. No way. I do a lot of traveling. When I come back home, not once has that beautiful red-headed wife of mine asked me, now, honey, tell me the truth. Were you relatively faithful to me while you were gone? No way. It will never happen. There are things that are right. And what I'm getting at is when you teach those things, and you got to teach the students those things because a lot of them do not really understand the difference between right and wrong. They have been inundated with TV ads, a lot of false promises, you know, here's the way to be happy, here's the way to be successful, own this car, get this particular thing, get that particular thing, that makes you happy. That's insane. Happiness and success does not come from what you have. It comes from who you are. You gotta be before you can do. You've got to do before you can have. This ethical training is what our country desperately needs. We've already had another university to say, we want to be number 2. We want to do the same thing in our university.
How about that?
I'm absolutely convinced that the graduates who go all the way to the top, and now they've decided to take it all the way to the doctorate level, those with a doctorate in ethical leadership will be employable from the day they graduate. We're excited about it for a real cause. We think it's going to make a difference in America.
What was the first exciting step that made this take place with Southern Nazarene University? How did it get started, and how have you grown?
Wonderful question. Several years ago, when Dr. Lauren Gresham, who's the president now, was a basketball coach, a friend of his, Mike Ingram, gave him our inspirational program, and he, as the coach, used that to lead his team to the small college national basketball championship.
Wow.
And so they'd had some experience on the fact that this sort of thing does work.
Absolutely.
And Mike Ingram also found out it works, and he gives what we've been teaching credit for a lot of his financial success. So he made the opening donation, and it was a huge one to get all of this started. So yes, these principles work wherever you are. I was honored years ago. They gave me an honorary doctorate, which I'm very proud of.
I'm curious to get your opinion on why do you think leadership has changed from, I don't know, maybe even your generation?
I think basically what I've already hinted at, namely, is the fact that we no longer teach that some things are absolutely right and some things are absolutely wrong. We brought in the theory of evolution, which is absolutely ridiculous. It's caused more destruction than any other thing that's ever been imposed on any society. You know, Hitler and Stalin both used that as justification, you know, the survival of the fittest, and the inferior did not deserve to live. Well, the truth is, the DNA now clearly shows that Adam and Eve started it all. That, if you think about it for 10 seconds, destroys completely any validity to the theory of evolution. It
Sure.
really does. We did not come out of the slime. The Bible says we were wonderfully and fearfully made, created in God's own image. That's what our founding fathers taught and believed and followed through. That's the reason less than 3 million Americans produced Washington, Madison, Jefferson, Hamilton, Monroe, Adams, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It works is what I'm getting at. Ethical leadership is critically important in our society. Over 90% of all of the medical and scientific breakthroughs came through as a direct result of what we have been teaching or what they were taught in all of those years. For 1,000 years, that was true.
I hope that everybody will keep praying about this, because it's really a wonderful opportunity that I hope is contagious, and this extremely positive leadership that you're referring to, and you know, putting common sense, putting God back in our life is a wonderful thing, and I know that you're making great strides, and that was an exciting story how you got started with everything.
If you're interested in being a part of the Zig Ziglar Center for Ethical Leadership, you can be. You can make donations and to help grow this center so that it can go into other colleges and universities. And you can go to our website, Ziglar.com, and you can find out more about it. Well, we're going to close this video podcast, and I want to say, like Mr. Ziglar does, I hope you make it a better than good day.
Ziglar. Inspiring true performance.